Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. And I can see Operation Shutdown is in the house. Yes, the paranormal is the new normal. It's the only normal we're going to accept from now on. You can take your other normal and just turn it off of the TV. TVs make really good anchors, okay? Get on the intranet and you won't need to have TV anymore, okay? Don't watch that stuff. Watch the Truth Quest and other shows like this, right? Because we're just downrange of strange, right? Where the outrageous is contagious, right? And the paranormal is always the new normal. Yeah. We don't have to watch the lamestream media anymore, do we? No. All right. I hope everybody's having a grand evening. I'm going to share this out so my friends can all know. I think only 3 of my friends really get notified. I'm so shadow banned on there. You can't have an opinion or else they put you at the bottom of all the lists, Yeah. There we go. Now they'll know and they'll come flocking over and we'll have more friends to chat with. Isn't that right? Hello, Gloria Paddock. Welcome to the program. And Just Josh, hello there. Welcome aboard. Yes, we're sailing high above the stratosphere. Just downrange of strange, as it were. And where the outrageous is contagious, of course, and the paranormal is always the new normal. From now on, we're just not going to have it any other way. It's going to be paranormal or nothing. Let's go for the paranormal. It's better than just one normal because you get 2, right? Normal. Get it? Maybe not. Maybe we don't get it. I love you, my friend. Oh, thanks, Just Josh. I love everyone there too, including you, Josh, and Gloria, and Operation Shutdown, and everybody else who happens along the way on our excursion through the stratosphere? No. Low Earth orbit. We're between low and high Earth orbit, I believe. I'll have to check the telemeter to see exactly. It's a little, I got to bring it into the shop. My, yeah. When I run this spaceship, you see, there's certain things that happen. And so it needs a little work, okay? But one good thing on my other spaceship, my Earth rover, I finally got my muffler fixed. So, well, sort of fixed. But very well done. The part that was done was the most important part. And so that's done. And I'm happy about it. And I'm sure you're happy about it too. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into our first little subject here. We have some interesting things for you today, friends. I'm telling you, super interesting. To start off, has anyone ever heard of the Waffle Rock in Shaw, West Virginia? Does that ring a bell to anybody? So many. It's obviously being obscured. Okay, I'll have to check over here. So there it is. Now, here is something. Now, people have been talking about this. I don't know if you are aware of this or not. It's called the Waffle Rock. It's sandstone, okay? But there's a grid pattern on it that's much stronger than the surrounding sandstone. The thought is it's some sort of mechanical thing from the past or from some other planet or a spaceship or something, or who knows what it could be. Hello, Mud Rabbit and Catherine Weiss. Welcome to the program. And I want to wish a very happy birthday to Catherine Weiss. Happy birthday, Catherine. So it's her birthday today. So has anybody heard of this rock? I mean, this is pretty incredible. I don't know. There are some that say it was formed naturally, but somehow this grid pattern formed naturally, where some of the sandstone became super strong while the surrounding sandstone was just normal sandstone. I don't think that that's plausible, unless it's some sort of crystalline structure. But I don't think sandstone has a real crystalline structure, you know? Dig around, you'll learn, that's right. That's the first time you've seen this? I know, I just came across this today myself. First time ever, too. I'd never heard of this darn thing. But apparently, the government moved it out to sea, and they flooded the town where it was. Now, I'm not sure if they got it back or not, but the whole town was like, it was a tourist attraction. And then the government just, I guess they flooded the area. I'm not sure. I read 2 different articles, and they were kind of contradicting themselves. So I'm going to do a little more research on this, and you're welcome to do it yourself too. I mean, I want everybody to do it. I mean, we got to get to the bottom of this. This looks really interesting. It really looks like some sort of metal substructure or some, composite material substructure that could be, who knows? Maybe it's some ancient giant printing press or something. Oh, are you into Rock's Operation Shutdown? Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's interesting. Yeah, it is super interesting. It's just bizarre. It's just downrange of strange, I would say. But yeah, it's freaky. And of course, people have postulated it could be from an alien craft. But only the bottom of the rock has this, but it looks like it goes up into it, doesn't it? Maybe they should CAT scan this darn thing and see what's inside there. Hello, Peggy Dancer. Welcome to the program. Yeah. So that's that. And there is another picture of this that I'll show you that I got today. This is just so weird, I'm always looking for the weird stuff, and how can it be that this stuff could oh, I guess it's not up here. It's not up here. But here's something else, folks. I'll have to open that up. Here's a meme for you that my friend Sherry, or Low Country Brooklyn, I think, did. And, oh, if I could only see it. If I only could see it. Oh my goodness, Catherine Weiss. Thank you so much for that very generous super chat. Thank you very, very much. And happy birthday again. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. So there it is. A pretty good meme, I'd say. I'd say that's a pretty good meme. Hello, Artist61 and Mad Pogue. Who else am I missing here? Got just about everybody here. Yeah. It sure is nice to see you all here. It's just, it's great. You guys are all my friends, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Ooh, I'm going to grab number 6 for my thumbs up. Lucky number for the week. I'll have to play that number when I pay my hope tax. So when you pay your hope tax, make sure you play your lucky numbers, right? There you go. That's the way we do it. The Trump lawsuit slaps her in the face with it. I'd say that was such a staged thing. Did you see the look on the not so fresh prince's face? He was smiling on the way out after he slapped him, and he only slapped him. He sissy slapped him, really. You know what I'm saying? And it's all just designed to make people want to watch his movie. So please don't watch his movie. I won't. I won't watch any of that junk. Nope, not me. So there it is. You know what? Now I gotta look for that other picture that I told you I had, which I could have sworn I had. And then it went gone, went missing. So I gotta find that for y'all. It's the other picture of the Waffle Rock of Shaw, West Virginia. And it is either now submerged underwater or was for some time put back into the water. And the town was flooded for some reason. You know, they do that from time to time. They just do that from time to time. Yeah. Okay, I found it, folks. And it's an interesting picture. So let's get back to that. Alrighty then. Hey, we're rocking and rolling. And there it is. So it sort of has the same picture right here, but here's like a close-up of it. I don't know. It does not look very natural to me. It looks manufactured and partially melted, like it, maybe part of an ancient spacecraft or ancient Earth vehicle that is from a previous time, perhaps Atlantean times or prior, when all those other types of genetic farmer races came in to manipulate us. What do you think that is? What do you think that is? Yeah, it does look like a metal grid got covered by cement. You're right, Mud Rabbit. That's what I thought it looked like too. The close-up there is rather puzzling. And it looks like on the bottom of the big one, it's chipped off. So maybe it doesn't go very deep. That's very strange. That's very odd. You can almost see letters in that. Maybe it's spelling something. Did anyone ever try to figure that out? Maybe it's some kind of writing. Ancient rock writing or something. Yes, Peggy Dancer. Don't pay attention to the Holly weirdos. Pay attention to what's happening behind the scenes. Yeah, and what's happening around you in your neighborhood and things like that. Oh, it's India looking? Yeah. India. They have some beautiful sand or sandstone sculptures on those ancient Hindu temples. Just amazing. You're welcome, Catherine. And thank you for the wonderful super chat. It's that type of thing that keeps this place going. It'd be great to go and check this and see if a magnet sticks to it, I don't know. It's quite something indeed. The Waffle Rock. Yeah. You might want to bring some maple syrup. Goes good with the Waffle Rock. Try that. That might be something we can do. Alrighty then. Well, what do we got next? Oh, you know what? A little bit of wilderness humor. Here we go. For crying out loud. I was hibernating. Don't you guys ever take a pulse? Oh my goodness. Look at those bears. Now, this actually happened a couple of times to a guy in Mexico. They'd be like, oh, he's dead. They put him in a casket. They were like, and all of a sudden he's like sitting up and going, what are you guys doing? You know, sitting up from the coffin. He did it like twice or three times. And this guy in Mexico, I can't remember his name, he invented a device that would tell for certain if someone was alive or dead. So can you imagine having to invent something just so people will stop burying you? Oh, man. I think that guy's hanging around the wrong people maybe, huh? Man. Like this bear. They're pretty anxious to get rid of him for some reason. Yeah. Not cool. Not very cool. So there you go, a little humor. Waffle Rock rocks. Yes, it does. The Waffle Rock rocks. You know, I opened up the door today. You know, after a long winter, it's nice to not only smell spring in the air, but to see spring in the air. Ah, finally, spring in the air. Look at that. Oh, yeah. It's so nice to see spring in the air again. Spring is in the air. There you go. There's your little one-liner. Hello, Kelly George. Yeah. Spring has sprung. Well, yeah, I guess it has, hasn't it? Hopefully we can get some warmer weather. Would be nice. Would be nice. So that's that. We don't have to leave that up very long, do we? No. Hello, CB's daughter. Thank you for coming along. Yeah, I like to find fun stuff too, you know. Here's something. You know, you gotta love the original Star Trek. The best, in my opinion. So here's what they say about some current events. Bones. Is that a woman? Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a biologist. Oh, the T is off of there. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a biologist. So funny. So well acted. And this show, this early show, 1966, such good acting. And I guess their entire budget for a show, for a whole show, I guess, I think it was Shatner said that their whole budget for a full episode of the original Star Trek was less than the lunch budget on a modern TV show. So they did all the special effects, fed all the cast and crew, paid everybody. Isn't that remarkable? So they weren't making very much, I don't think. So there you go. So there you go. No life form as we know it. No, actually, Mud Rabbit, Spock, every 7 years, I think, he gets like this fever has to go off to the planet Vulcan and sow some wild oats. Isn't that right? If I'm remembering correctly, something just comes over him and he's just changing. And he has to go, I guess, you know, it's like a cycle for those Vulcans. That's right. You know, I have a friend on Facebook, and Riverspeak, and she was posting this AI art, and I found this. I just did a search. I found this site where you can generate AI art, artificial intelligent art. So it's like the AI is painting things. Okay. So here you can punch in any type. You can send, you can put a text and a photo. I just do text, and then it just creates something. And the text I put in was the AI signal, okay, or AI God, AI signal. And this is what it made. Isn't that freaky? This is the AI signal. Oh, I have to like tone that down a bit. So isn't that strange? So this was generated by an artificial intelligence creating an original work of art in a photorealistic style of the AI signal, AI God. So look at that. That's freaky looking. So you have, it looks like a hole in the wall, like a portal or something, and steps going up to it. And it looks like you go through this hole, and it looks like this is the signal, like maybe you send out the signal that way. And this looks like some kind of robot that's going to seek out all life and destroy it. That's the way I'm reading it. Mad Pogue, art cannot come solely from intelligence, artificial or otherwise. Well, yeah, they had to, you know, set this up as some kind of algorithm that takes the words, searches the database, takes portions of things and mixes them together. Yeah, I can see, you know, I think it is created by, it's that the whole idea of it is AI, and it does it in a matter of seconds. In fact, I just punched something in before we went live, and it's probably ready. And I think we should take a look at it together, shall we? All righty then. That's the AI signal God, the AI God signal, as per the Corey Good story. But I didn't put Corey Good anywhere in that. Okay. So I'll go, I have it kind of, where is it? Calendar. All right. Where is it? Preview. I could have sworn it was on there. Doggone it. Where is it? Sorry about this, folks. It's not here. But, But here are some other ones that I did. I put Truth Quest in and got this. Truth Quest. Well, look at that. Truth Quest. Look at this. In photorealistic style, Truth Quest. This is what it came up with. It's very interesting. This looks like it's trying to say truth quest, but both words are kind of mixed. And over here looks like almost like a mountain in the background and like a trail of like you're going somewhere. And this is where you are questing for the truth after being this far. And here's some of the paperwork from your travels or from your things. Then there's this thing right in the middle of here, kind of in between all this paperwork, like you're questing for something and maybe you got to go over here and find this. I don't know. This is being held up by a person, looks like. Interesting, huh? Like almost like a, what is that? Some sort of geometric shape. Almost looks like a ruby or some kind of gemstone. I don't know. Oh, Maxwell Smart. Oh, no, yeah, he was on recently. Hold on a second. I'm going to grab my phone. Yeah. See if anybody called. Nobody called. So that right there. All right. So that's that. So then I thought, so here's the weird thing. Super quartz, you're a quartz Superman. Yeah. Isn't that weird? So then I thought, well, that's Truth Quest. What if I put Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty? Wonder what it would have come up with the same parameters. And you won't believe what it came up with. It's really, you'd think it would be a little bit like that, right? It's not at all. Here it is. And it's done in a style photographed through an iPhone. Here it is. Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty. That's it. It looks like some sort of bird fish. Like I don't know, water skiing or something. And I don't know what this is. What this mess down here is. And what's this? This white thing right here, you know? So weird. Is that weird? But actually, now if I'm looking at it, if you look at it differently, over here, right here, I don't know what this is supposed to be. If it's supposed to be like just trees, but it looks sort of dark. And this area here is sort of dark and dingy, maybe evil. And over here is like clear and fresh. Like this color thing, this Truth Quest thing is powering through and kind of washing everything and revealing things, maybe. I don't know. Parrotfish cresting a wave. Okay, Mud Rabbit, that sounds interesting. Oh, that thing in the bottom right's an Illuminati symbol? Really? Oh, gee, I hope not. Well, it certainly was never intended, that's for sure. Okay, Gloria. All right. Yeah, fluorite. Is fluorite like, I don't know. Do they make fluorite out of that? Isn't that wild? It doesn't look anything like the other one. It really just does not. Okay, where is that other one? All right. Still can't find that darn thing. I'm looking for that. You're going to love it when I find it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of all this stuff. Oh, there it is right there. No wonder. I have to pull it down. There. Now we can get at it. Whoa. Okay. I got a little brief picture of it. Now you're going to see it just like I see it. I'm going to bring you onto the site. And I should put a link in there too, so you can all check this out too. I think this is it. Yeah. AI Art Maker. It only takes like a few minutes to make this art. So, yeah. Here it is. This was Lunar Operations Command. Okay, here, right here. Look at that. Okay, photorealistic. It doesn't look like anything cool. I don't know. Let's go back here. Back to here. So here's that other one. And this one, I tried doing it in a different style. It just came up with the same thing. And here's the first one. There's some more stuff that the AI does. You can look at the public gallery, you know. So, all right. What do you want me to type in here? I can type something in here. What do you guys suggest? What should I type into there? What do you guys want to see? It's creeping you out? Oh, I'm sorry, Mad Pope. I didn't mean to creep anybody out. It's just a pretty interesting thing. I mean, you should know your enemy, right? We're getting to know this thing, possibly. I don't know if this particular AI has been infiltrated by the AI signal, possibly. Elvis Presley. Hey, yeah, I'll put Elvis Presley in there. Good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Elvis Presley. Oops. All right. Photorealistic. So what kind of style here? Portrait? Photorealistic? Let's go with photorealistic. See what happens. Now, substyle, Unreal Engine. Photo taken in high definition. That? I don't know. Fujifilm, Superia. I don't know what that is. Try that. And now we hit create. Okay, and it takes, here it is. It's processing. It takes a couple minutes. And when it gets done doing its little thing there, we can time it. Okay. It'll take a little while. We go back here and read the chat. AI is deep state. You know, type AI is deep state. That's a good one. Or just deep state too. So we're typing that in. It's still processing. It takes a few minutes. You know, and this might not even be like, I suppose it has to have some kind of, there aren't people doing this. I mean, it would take a person way too long to do something like this, I would think. Unless they have everyone on that Fiverr working on this stuff, who knows? To make it seem that way, maybe. I hope this is interesting for you folks. Oh, you know what? I'm going to, no, actually, go back here. And here is the website. It's hotpot.ai. It's real easy. I'll put it in the chat if you want to go on there yourself. Oh, thank you, Mud Rabbit. Yes, the merch shop. I was just looking at it the other day. There's some really cool stuff in there, I have to admit. I've got several things from it. I think I bought more stuff than anybody else, so. And I wear it pretty often. Okay, we gotta go back to our little thing. Is it done yet? And if you're anxious and like me, you can like press on this and it will open up another window. It'll say, oh, it's not ready yet. But sometimes I keep pressing it, hoping I'll get it. But that's just impatient me. Yeah. There it is. Whoa. Here it is, folks. They gave him a beard, it looks like. Oh, that's interesting. Take this to my desktop here. Isn't that weird? It doesn't seem to understand faces very much because this is supposed to be photorealistic. I mean, it kind of does resemble Elvis. It's interesting. I guess he did wear a beard like that in Charro, I think, was it? Or was it Flaming Star? He had a beard like that. So I guess he did have a beard like that. So that's that. What do you think of that, folks? Oh, now we want to go back and put in something else. What was it? What was that other thing that someone mentioned? Hey, Terry Hopper. Hey, Abby. And everybody, CB's daughter. And Tim, how you doing there? R2D2 was something else. Oh, deep state. AI is deep state or just deep state? Okay. AI is deep state. AI is deep state. Now we can go photorealistic, anime, acrylic art, pencil sketch, custom, painting, photorealistic. We'll keep it photorealistic. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Create. And it takes a few minutes. But this Elvis picture is kind of interesting. It does sort of look like him. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, all right. Okay. I have to close out some of these things, you know? Yes. And you know, as soon as we figure this out, as soon as this thing gets done doing its thing, then I want to show you something else, folks. Something very interesting that kind of goes along with what we're doing here, or one of these ones. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh yeah, just always waiting. The Kinks did a good song about waiting. Yeah, waiting, waiting, waiting. Hurry up, AI. You're supposed to be instantaneous. Come on. So maybe it's not There was a restaurant in New York City called the Automat. Does anybody remember that? Hearing about this? Came out in like the 20s or 30s or something. And it was this new place where you could get food, but there was just these little windows, and you make your selection, you put your money in, and then this thing opens up and you open it and you take your food out. But it was just people behind there doing that. It wasn't really the Automat. It was people working there. Of course, the word got around, and oh man, there's really people in there. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Look at that. AI is deep state. Look at that. Whoa. Would you look at that? Look at that AI creepy thing, huh? That was a good suggestion. I want to put that over here. Look at that. It looks like C-3PO's wigged out cousin or something, right? Looks like some handwritten stuff there. Looks unintelligible. I don't know. Wow. AI is deep state. They got a contract. Oh, what are these flags up here? It looks like one of them is like mostly blue with a little red on the end, and the other one is like a yellow in the middle and dark blue on the top and bottom. Is that a flag? You can see a representation of the American flag down there at the bottom, but there's little flags above. Interesting, huh? This is its idea of photorealistic? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of that? It is interesting the US flag is there. Yes, Artist 61. I don't think the flag is lying down, Peggy Dancer. It looks like actually the flag is like being used as a signature for some kind of deal. Like the deep state is acting as the United States, but it really isn't. It's just a dark faction that needs to be rooted out. Can you make it bigger? Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are such low resolution. I think if you pay money, you can get a bigger resolution picture, but I just like doing things for free. So I'll blow this up and get it to where hopefully we can see it. Yeah, I really wouldn't read too much into all this because it just might be some random computer, sloshing together things. Might not mean anything. And, I think we tend to want to find meaning in everything. Maybe there's meaning in it, but maybe there isn't. So keep that in mind. Okay, where are we? This was where we were. Okay, I gotta blow this up. Computer's going very slow, folks. Okay, we need to do that. Fuzz it out a little bit. Fuzz it just a little. There we go. Yeah. I don't think there's any way we can read that. It's just too low of a resolution, and it probably doesn't mean anything. So, okay. Here's a bigger, maybe it'll be bigger. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be bigger of just that image. So like right up here, looks like a flag. Like it looks like blue and red. I don't know if that's a flag. And this over here looks like another flag. Like these two countries maybe are collaborating, and this other one here, like a big one, a medium-sized one, and a little one. And then the big one's down here signing it in red ink or something. And it looks like he might have some sort of connection, like a chain link to something, the flag or this agreement, this contract, if it is a contract. I don't know, it's very strange. He does look metallic, like he's some kind of robot. Doesn't look too sophisticated. He looks kind of like a semiconductor challenged robot, shall we say. Semiconductor challenged. There we are. So that's that. So I thought that was really interesting. The other thing I want to bring up is something we brought up the other night. And I dug around and I found that picture that I was trying to find the other day of this picture of Jesse Presley. And of course, this is Elvis's grandson when he was like 3. And of course, now the grandson has passed away, sadly. But what I did was I took this face here and in the whole thing, I overlaid it over here. And you see this cheek right here? You see that, the way it goes like almost like a V, okay? Same thing here. Same exact thing. Even where the shines are happening on his face. His smile is the same. His chin, he's got a very big chin. Same. He's got the same weird collarbone, this curved collarbone that Elvis had. Yeah, so I think it's got a 50% chance of being him, especially when I did the overlay. I think he might have had some minor surgery. And I was on Red Pill 78 and I showed him this, and he was saying, yeah, a lot of people in Hollywood get some kind of eye surgery that makes their eyes more open. Maybe he got that to give him a little bit different look. But I don't know. Elvis always liked to take his shirt off. And he loved any kind of mechanical riding machine he was on. So there he is with his grandson having fun on a riding lawnmower. So if that's him, I'm glad that he had some time with his grandson. But I'm telling you, when I did the overlay, I'm going to do it again. When I do it, I'll show you the results of that. Okay. Let's get back to the chat here. Jimmy Seville flashed in your mind? No, I don't think Elvis was like that. Personally, I don't think so. I think he was a very normal guy in a lot of ways. At least I hope he was. But some people say, "Oh, this is it's not him." And but when I came across that picture of Elvis where he's kind of squatting down, and that picture is in the same position, almost the same identical body position, and the face. The only difference is his eyes aren't as open. That's the only difference, and the color of the hair. And also the picture of Elvis in the suit, he's a little heavier. Okay, he's got more fullness in his face, whereas the older gentleman, Jesse, who portends or professes that he was Elvis, that he is and was Elvis, as a thinner, not as puffy of a face. There you go. Yeah. So that's the photograph that Jesse gave along with a DNA sample that, by the way, checked out. It was actually Elvis's DNA and also an 8-page handwritten letter. So Dr. Hinton, look up Dr. Hinton, Elvis, you get the whole story. You'll see all the news, the local news that was done. Of course, it wasn't picked up nationally. But here's the thing, friends. I was on this channel. It's like some Elvis fan channel. And so they were doing some trivia and it was really fun and I was getting into it. And then they were talking about, Elvis dying. And I brought up the Dr. Hinton. I was removed. I was removed from the chat for bringing that up. And I thought later, I wonder why. I mean, you'd think Elvis fans would want to know something like this, that this is a possibility. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. Here are people, these are devoted, loving fans, and they've been grieving since 1977. So to them, if they're, if they are approached with the idea that he might be alive, that just makes them, I don't know, it's a lot of emotional power to put into, because these people love Elvis. He was such a wonderful person to them through his music and everything else, that they have such an attachment to their grief for him that they have no room. They can't look at new evidence and think, well, maybe, because if you really loved the guy, wouldn't you want him to be living what he wanted to do instead of being, trapped in his fame? He couldn't even leave the house. I mean, come on now. Elvis had light brown hair, like kind of like medium brown hair. People say he was blonde. He really wasn't blonde. He had, of course, in the summer it would get lighter because you're outside. But he had brown hair. You can look at his early pictures. He dyed his hair black because he wanted to look more like Tony Curtis, because Tony Curtis had jet black hair and he thought that it would photograph better, because I don't think he liked the way his hair was photographing in his first couple movies. So that's that. Yeah, this is an old conspiracy theory, but it's got evidence. And Dr. Hinton, they were threatening to take his license away. He had to go to court to prove that he was indeed treating Elvis Presley, and he proved it with the DNA sample and the handwritten letter and the other things. And so there you go. Look it up. There's also a book by Dr. Hinton about this whole thing. Curiously, the book went out of print and they're very expensive now, if you can find them. So there you go. Because I was over the target, Mad Poke. Could be. I think you might be right. I think you might be very, very right. So that's that. I got, to me, it's a 50% chance that this is real. Okay, at first, when I first saw this picture on the right there with the kid in his lap, I thought, no, looks like Dick Van Dyke. But when I did the overlay, I mean, I got chills. I thought, oh my God, it's him. Oh my God, it's him. So yeah, it's, well, when I saw my first UFO, that opened my mind up to the possibilities of lots of other things. I mean, they say an open mind collects garbage, but you wouldn't believe what some people are throwing away these days, right? Ba-doom-ba. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, maybe I could do that this way. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So I thought that was interesting. You know, I was just randomly looking at pictures of Elvis. This is from 1976. This is a year before he died, okay? A year before he died. And this was taken in the 90s, 80s, late 80s or 90s, early 90s, I believe. So who knows? You know, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, yes. Yeah, people do not want their paradigm shifted. They're happy with the way it is. You know, they've been grieving. They don't want to feel like they've grieved for nothing. They would be angry at him, perhaps. And that, you know, Jesse said, because he was supposed to make a comeback, like a public appearance at Graceland in 2002, but he never showed up. And he explained to Dr. Hinton that his handlers would not let it happen. And that's probably why a lot of his fans would want to kill him. You know, that's so sad. It's, you know, it's the trap of fame. I don't know why anyone would want to be famous like that. It's very sad. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's right. That is right. Okay. You know, during this pandemic, you know, we're not out in public as much, haven't been, and, you know, you might let certain things go. And so I looked at my feet the other day and thought, well, maybe I've let them go a little bit. What do you think? I took a picture. What do you think? You think I've let them go a little bit there? What do you think of that? Yeah. Those are Bigfoot slippers that my daughter gave me for Christmas. So that's the joke there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Yes. Dad joke, 543. Mad Pogue's got me down. He's got it all figured out. He knows all my little tricks. Giving everybody the heads up. So funny. Yeah. Bringing joy. We're bringing joy, baby. That's what we're bringing. Oh, you know, I was looking through my memories and look at this. This is from 2018. Okay. Woodwalk Gallery is a gallery here in Door County. And that's where my mother has her ducks. And here is a couple of her ducks. Now, I think these ones have been sold. But look at those things. Just gorgeous. There's a mallard hen and a drake. And, you know, everyone says that the mallard drake, the male, is the more ornate because he's got the green head, you know, and the white necklace. But I really think that the hen, the female on the right, it's beautiful. Look at, I mean, it's just it's like a nice duck design, you know, as far as designs go. It's very much more camouflage too. It's probably because they're sitting on a nest and need to be more camouflaged, right? Yeah. Hey, it's Combat Carl. Good to see you here. Yeah. Well, that's that. So that's my mom's, a couple of my mom's ducks. And she does all the fine feather detail and the painting and carving, I guess carving and painting. So that's what that is. And if anyone wants to call in, maybe you got something you want to talk about, the Waffle Rock or something. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. So, I got to tell you a story. My mom told me this. She would be going to these events where it's like a competition for these ducks or just a demo. And she was doing a demo at one of the galleries where she has her ducks at. And she was doing a carving demo on these wooden ducks. And my dad was there because he brought her there. And there were other things there. There was it wasn't just wooden ducks. Some people had metal ducks and things. So my dad goes up there pretending like he's being just someone in the audience, someone randomly there that doesn't know her. And he asks her, say, excuse me, does it take a lot longer to carve the metal ones? Oh, so you wonder where I get it from, right? That's where I get it from. I get it from both sides. Yes, I get the jokes are on both sides. My mom is funny and my dad's funny. So there you go. My dad was funny. Oh, thank you, Combat Carl. You and your chat are the best family ever. Yes. Yes. And thank you, Artist61. Your mom is so talented. Yes, she certainly is. And she's back into production. So I think she's got a pelican up there, a beautiful, I think I showed a picture of it. That's what they have up there right now. They only have one of them. And so there's at the Woodwalk Gallery. If you're ever up in Door County. You're back. Hey, Gloria. If you do come up here to Door County, this county here, Door County, Wisconsin, it's a peninsula. And north of Sturgeon Bay, where I live, north of there, there's no chain stores. It's all like mom and pop shops and restaurants and great food. And this county, we have here in Door County more lighthouses than any other county in America. There's 11 of them. But I don't know why they call them lighthouses, because as you know, they're very, very heavy. That's my lighthouse joke. You might have heard that before. Or you might not have. You might not have. Yeah, Russia does want their payment in rubles. Well, that's their prerogative, I guess. That's a good way to sell some rubles, right? Isn't that the way countries used to do it? Didn't they all like trade in their own currency? Am I missing something? Oh, you love Door County, Lucid Heart? Yeah. I found out why they have, someone's revealed to me one of the reasons why there's so many lighthouses up here is because, they built these, way before geosynchronous, GPS or anything like that. So they needed these for navigation because it's a rocky coast. It's part of the Niagara Escarpment. So you need to know where the land is. If you're coming in a ship, it's foggy or whatever, it's night, you need to know. So they build these lighthouses. They'd build a new lighthouse, then they go out to sea or out to the lake, and they would see if they could see it. And like, no, can't see it. Oh, we'll have to build another one. So that's why That's why. I mean, maybe they could just, you know, put a big pole where the lighthouse is going to be, and have a guy climb up there with a flashlight, and then have the ship go up before they go ahead and build the thing. I mean, that's kind of weird, huh? Yeah, backed by gold. There you go. I think that, instead of being backed by gold, I had this idea years ago. And I think I might have um, talked about this before, but gold goes up and down in price. It fluctuates. So if your money is based on that, it's all over the place. So I thought maybe they could take a mixture of metals, an alloy of sorts, where it's partly gold, partly platinum, partly, silver or copper, or whatever combination, percentages and combinations of different metals would make it the most monetarily stable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just a thought. We could create a whole different kind of alloy that is a much more stably priced item, because it has only certain amounts of different kinds of metals in it. I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't work, but maybe it would. Maybe it would. I had another idea years ago, and have you ever seen the manatees down in Florida? These big, they call them water cows, right? Aquatic cows. And they're these large mammals, and they live in the water. And they don't move very fast, I don't think, because they're kind of big. And sadly, they're identified by the scars on their backs from motorboats cutting them. And I just think that's tragic, sad. And why hasn't anyone figured this out yet? Well, I think I might have figured it out. So, like, all right, what can I say? All right, let's say this is the boat. Okay. Well, that doesn't really illustrate it very well. So you have the boat motor, right? And then down in the water is the propeller, right? Now, why couldn't they put a metal plate under the propeller so that it wouldn't hit anything below it? It would save it from hitting the rocks too. If you just design a pan to go under it, maybe it'd have to be fluted a little bit. It might even help it go forward better, giving it kind of a jet push. But that would save the manatees from they just get a little bump instead of being cut several times. I don't think it would be that hard to do, and it would protect the propeller from other damaging things. Like when you go into an area that's too shallow, that thing would dig down and it wouldn't hurt the propeller. I don't know. Maybe someone's already thought of that. I'm not really in the boat business, and I have a rendering of it on one of my other computers. I'll have to get that off of there and show that on one of the future shows. But I think it's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea. Yeah. Because what, oh, I see some more sparking going in the corner here. What do manatees remind us of? A manatee reminds us of humanity, right? How is humanity going to handle the manatees? Hopefully with humanity, with some respect. I just can't believe someone hasn't figured that one out yet. Maybe they did, but I don't know. If you're going to be in the Everglades, maybe they to pass a little law. Maybe I should write Ron DeSantis. Maybe he could If you're going the limit in no wake zones, you see them before you are on them. Okay, Mud Rabbit. But they do get hit, and it's tragic. It shouldn't happen. So I just think that this is a way to prevent it from happening in the first place. Yeah, they used to think they were mermaids. Yeah. Well, um, we don't know what the women from their home country looked like, so who knows? Maybe they did look a lot like that. I think when you're out to sea, a bunch of guys, sailors, maybe everything starts to look like a woman. I don't know. Family Guy did it, LOL. Yeah. Yeah, if they see him from the tail end just swimming away, yeah. Okay, Carmbot Carl says, I saw a video recently of a mother and cub manatee in crystal water. They were so beautiful and peaceful. And yes, they had scars on their backs. That's so sad. That is so sad. Same with dolphins. Oh my God. What are we doing? We're chopping up these animals. We need to put a little shelf on it. Just put a little thing below. I mean, I don't think it would harm anything. You know? Yeah, I just think we should make it. I mean, if the manatees were driving around in vehicles that were cutting up us, we'd want something to be done about it, right? Oh, those manatees keep driving those vehicles that keep giving us these scars. What are we going to do about this? You know, walk a mile in their shoes, their soggy little shoes there. Because if I come back as a manatee, I don't want to get all cut up, you know? Yes, the friendliest of them. That's why it's so sad. And why hasn't anything been done? And what about that movie, Free Willy, where they'd never freed him in real life? What? Why didn't they? I just don't get that. They had that movie. I think they made a couple movies out of it, and they still never freed him, right? In real life. It's so sad. Yeah, dolphins might be smarter than humans. They're not. They're not building nuclear power plants. Makes them smarter already. Yeah, sounds like another Larson cartoon. Manatees and cars. There you go. That would be cute, wouldn't it? 17 watching now. Perfect number. Love it. Ooh, 16 likes so far. The next person who likes it's going to get the number 17 as their lucky number. And that's pretty much a good deal for a lucky number. Yeah, sailing takes me away to where I want to be. Those without propellers. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Peggy Dancer. Yeah. Well, yeah, we should save the manatees and teach them how to drive cars. There you go. Yeah, and Abby says, yeah, people should be much more careful and keep an eye out for them coming and going. But some people only give a hoot about their gig. Right. You got to 17, Combat Carl. Where we go one, we go all. That's right. Where we go one manatee, we go all manatee. Yeah. So I guess a caddy who's a caddy for a man would give the manatee. TF. Manatee? There you go. I just made that one up. Can you tell? Ba-doom-pa. No laughs. No laughs for that one. It wasn't good enough. Hey, Maddie, you're in Chicago. All right. Again, the Windy City. Hey, you could use a sail on that truck of yours for nice windy weather. Well, we're getting some flashing, aren't we, friends? Right over here. Is it flashing? Like my hand is causing it, huh? I got superpowers. Look at that. There it is. There it is. Let's see what else we have here for you, friends. We had the Waffle Rock. That was pretty cool. Got the Elvis thing. You know, one thing they got up here, I used to design these, and I even had my own little business making these. I don't know if you've seen these or not, but here's one of my designs. It's a copper sprinkler. And so this thing has a spike on it that goes into the ground, and you hook the hose up to it, and the water comes up, and there's holes in the top here, and they spin this. It spins, and this design here makes a really cool optical illusion when it's going. It's really cool. They're beautiful, beautiful way to nourish your yard, and a water ballet, if you will. It's just gorgeous. And so I made a ton of those things. Sold quite a few of them. I even sold one to David Letterman's mother, believe it or not. Yes. That was pretty cool. She comes up to Door County, or she used to come up to Door County. I don't know if she's still alive. But when she was, if she is, I hope she is. That she was a very nice lady. Oh, right. So that's that. Have you ever seen these things? Yeah, they used to be pretty big up here in Door County. And I even made some with stained glass. So when the sun came through that, oh, beautiful, beautiful. And then when you turn the water off, you can just take this right off, lifts right off. And you can put that away and leave this part stuck in the ground or move it or whatever you want to do. So there you go. That's that. That is that. I like working with copper because the copper's pretty cool. You gotta say. Oh, here's one more of the AI God signal in a different kind of a style in that AI art thing. Oh. Where is it? Get it up there somehow. Hello, Janny Rand. Good to see you here. Welcome to the program. Or is that Janie? So this is the AI God signal in the style of photo taken in high definition. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that wild? The AI God signal. It looks like some MTV promo thing from the 90s, doesn't it? A cycloptic monster destroying a city? Or could that be like the Love Boat, like a multi-decked kind of some kind of boat? Or buildings, I guess. Hard to say. Yeah. Looks like there's power wires above him. I don't know if those are movement lines or power lines. Giant robot? Yeah, I don't know. He's got, I think the AI God is going to the ugly sweater party. Maybe that's what it is. That's my guess. It looks like a really ugly sweater. I wouldn't wear a sweater like that. Yeah, I guess that's why I'm not an AI God. I wouldn't wear things like that. I just wouldn't. Could you take the Coke out and turn it on its side? Coke out. Could be your stone you showed earlier. Oh. Oh, you mean the designs like we're in the stone, like this? Okay. Yeah, it does look like a TV set, doesn't it? Almost looks like the letter Q backwards. Yeah, okay, let me turn this, huh? Find it. Where did it go? Well, I guess I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Can't find it. Can't do it if I can't find it. Alrighty then. Well, that's that. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, here's that rock from before. So you can take a look at that if it looks like that sweater. Oh, is it? Somewhere. Where did it go? Somewhere over the rainbow. Hmm. Trump versus government, bad versus evil. Yeah. There it is again, folks. The Waffle Rock stone. The Waffle Stone, Waffle Rock in Shaw, West Virginia. It might be underwater right now. The government, for some reason, put it there. They took it from where it was in the public and they put it somewhere and they flooded the whole town. Maybe they were trying to get rid of it. I don't know. It was just in the way. I don't know. So, yeah, we don't know what that is. It sure does look like some kind of, we have here in Sturgeon Bay, we have two of our drawbridges have metal that you drive over. Um, it's like that, kind of like that. It's like a metal grid work. Not quite that elaborate with all those angles, but that's what it reminds me of. Something we got here. And now, you want me to flip this? Oops. Uh-oh. What was that? I don't know if I can find that thing. It's gone. I don't know where it is. Yes. Yes, Matty is a trucker. He sure is. He's called in a couple times. Yeah. And he's in Chicago, the Windy City. I hope that he's safe there in Chicago. You got to put the no radio sign on your window so no one thinks you have a radio in there. Right? I don't know. So this is the mystery. This is the Waffle Rock down there in West Virginia. Nobody knows really what it is and how it came about. Is it some relic of an ancient time? Part of some kind of a ship? Part of an ancient gigantic printing press? Who knows what it was? Call in and walk around? Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, you want to do that, Maddie? You're under a bridge. You could call in and walk around the work site. Okay. Feel free to call in if you want to. Yeah. That's the big mystery there, is this Waffle Rock. I don't know how this one slipped by me, how I never knew about it before. But that's what we do here. We find stuff, hopefully that you all haven't seen either. It's always nice to learn things. And to speculate. What might this be? What could it be? You just don't know. Just don't know. Well, I have to thank on air here, thank our good friend Bruce Stephen Holmes for coming on last week. If you missed that show, you're going to want to go catch it, and you're going to want to read the chat. Oh, actually, in the comments below the video, I got a link to his podcasts. He's uploaded over 90 of them that he's done. A lot of interviews with people who, some of them are passed away, and a couple with Al Bielek. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. And just a real nice guy. He had a hit radio show called what's it called? Timeless Voyager Radio. And now it's Timeless Voyager series and the podcast. And he also has Timeless Voyager Press. And he published, among others, this book that Mud Rabbit sent me. Thank you again, Mud Rabbit. Contact with Beings of Light by Peter Gattila, by Timeless Voyager Press, timelessvoyager.com. So get yourself a copy. If you get the, it's got a lot of pictures in it, but they're all black and white. I like books like this, but I also have the Kindle version. The Kindle version has the color pictures. You're going to want the color pictures. So go check that out. Yeah. That's right. It does look like hieroglyphics under the mesh. I agree, Peggy Dancer. It certainly does. There's our good friend, Maddie. Let's bring him in here and see what he's got to say. How the open road has been treating him. He's connecting his audio. All right. Are you there? I think he can hear me. Make sure you mute the stream in the background. All right. Let's do this way. Okay, there we are. Hello, Maddie? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Say something. Hello? Okay, your microphone asked to unmute. So I'm asking you to unmute. There you go.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
In the windy.
I was gonna walk around the truck and show you the site if you wanted.
Yeah.
All right.
The site.
Just got my jacket on.
Okay.
Let's see. Little better view of the cubby back there.
Okay.
I am in Chicago, so I'm just gonna maybe do it kind of quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully the lighting is okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's the truck with the rebar. Can you see it?
I can see a little bit there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I got a stripe
So
on it.
that's the bridge it's going for. All this rebar here is for the decking.
Oh, wow.
You know, got our little Geico guy. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
But it's just a sign. The little lizard gecko.
Yeah, the Geico gecko. Yeah.
Yeah. That machine right there unloads me in the morning.
Oh,
Guys
yeah?
over here are great.
So you don't have to lift it all yourself.
Absolutely not. I actually can get it off of the truck by myself. These lengths right here.
Yeah.
You just start it. You just inch it off the side of the trailer and it slinkies off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is you got to protect the tires, make sure that, so yeah, I guess you can get it off by yourself.
Okay. I used to work at a place called the Ironwood where we did a lot of metal work, metal sculpture. And we'd get bars and different types of iron, metal brought to us by a truck, and they drop it off. Like one time we got like 3,000 pounds of metal. They drop it on the ground. Then I have to pick it up and bring it in the barn, cut it all up, and then put it all away. So I'm lifting 3,000 pounds numerous times a day. My muscles got so big.
Yeah.
I had to get new shirts.
Yeah, that's the advantage of doing some physical labor every now and again. It's good for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was fun. So that was fun. And no trouble out there. You didn't
thank God.
Didn't need to put your suit of armor on yet.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? Really?
Well, the etherical suit of armor?
Oh, no, I'm talking about real, like a stainless steel suit of armor.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. I'm sure you're very well protected.
Yeah, it's you too.
Yeah, right. We know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You got going in dangerous places. You got to be prepared.
Absolutely.
And when I go into places where I think I might get pulled over by the police, I always carry donuts with me. Comes in handy.
They would probably not like that.
No, they love it. They take it. Oh, thanks. So why'd you stop me, officer? Can't remember. Okay. Have a nice day. Have a nice
Really? Okay.
Sure.
I don't know.
In my mind, that's what's going to happen. But
oh, right. So you haven't tried it. This is still a work in progress.
Hey, yeah, I'm visualizing it. I'm manifesting it.
There was a funny story as far as a cop goes when you kind of like use the force. I'm in a Bills game, right? I'm standing at the ATM. This guy behind me, he's taking a drinks of his flask, waiting to get money out. The cop comes up to him and he's like, hey, I saw you drinking the flask. I'm listening to him give the guy a hard time. He's like, oh, no, I don't have a flask on me. I don't have a flask on me. After about 3 minutes of listening to this, I looked at the cop and I said, I didn't see a flask. That was it. And he just walked away.
Whoa.
It was 2 against 1. It's like I didn't see him with a flask, even though it's like, you know, he had a
Interesting.
flask.
Wow.
But he's about to spend hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's at an ATM. He's at a Bills game. He's spending money. It's like, really? You know, it's just ridiculous.
Wow.
A lot of good cops out there. I got, you know, cops in the family and stuff out in Jersey.
Oh yeah. Lots of good cops. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've been helped by cops quite a bit, actually.
Oh, for sure.
I once got in a car accident in St. Paul, Minnesota. It was at nighttime and it was raining. And I was trying to figure out which lane I needed to be in. There was like 3 stoplights ahead of me. There was a green sign. I was trying to read it. And I went through an intersection and I hit a cop car. Hit him like that. And man, but if you're going to hit someone, you better hope it's a cop car, because number one, you don't have to call the cops. Number two, he's not going to be very mad because it's not really his car. And
right.
And he was really good, actually. He was very good. He goes, "Are you folks okay? Are you folks okay?" I was with when I was still married, and we had a car seat in the back. And he looks back, "Oh, was there a kid in the car seat?" "No, at home being babysat." "Oh, okay. I'm gonna go look for my glasses because they got knocked off of me when we hit. So I'll be right back." He had to find his glasses, and his dog was barking like crazy.
Yeah, they all get it. They get into it for the right reasons, you know. And
oh yeah.
And, you know, so you do come across that overwhelming help for humanity attitude.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid,
Firemen too. First responders are great. All the firemen and first responders.
I always thought I want to be a police officer. You know, that'd be a really cool thing to be, because, like you said, helping people. That's the thing, and I think most of them do go in for that reason, for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So yeah. In fact,
I have an interesting police story of my family and stuff like that. It would be so easy to look it up, though. I'd be
oh, okay. Outing yourself. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and just to give you a hint, I can't even really. I just, my cousins would get, they might get mad if they seen this.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they're good guys.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically cops mixed with motorcycle gangs.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a good mix.
Yeah.
You know, President Trump, he was adored by these bikers, and
bikers are the bomb.
I know it. I was living with some friends here years ago, and they had a party every summer solstice. And the couple that was living at the house I was renting a room at, Bill and Deb, Deb's dad was there helping out, you know, making food and everything. And there was a lot of people there, and a lot of them were bikers and from all over the country. And he made a statement. He goes, "Wow, you know what? These are some of the nicest people I've ever met."
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah. I used to hang out at a bikers club. These are Hell's Angels Satan soldiers. There's like 5,000 of them. I met my family when I was 18, Hoboken, New Jersey, where Sinatra's from. And then I was it's a little unsavory, the water boy for their wet t-shirt contest. I was like emceeing kind of, and it was just wild. My uncle was going to buy me a motorcycle. I called my dad. And he's like, "Nah, I'll get you one when you come home." And I did pay it off. It was only $2,500, the one that I ended up with. YZF 600, 1995, Van Signs pipes, and yeah, it was cool. Like, but it was right when the Buell Harley Davidsons came out, and we went to I went to Gettysburg with them for a week too. I was there almost a month. They wouldn't let me go home.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and I got tattoo work because they own a tattoo shop. That's a little tell right there too. And
Uh-oh.
because Hoboken's like real small, like 1
Okay.
square mile. And
Wow.
and yeah, so my uncle, I almost said his name, but he we were right there at the factory, or not the factory, the dealership, and the Buells just came out, and they were kind of like the sport bike thing, and yeah,
Cool.
just
Well, have you seen Zoso Dude 77
no, I
on
don't think so.
YouTube? Well, he's got a show called The Mystery Ship, and he's a biker dude, and his bike is right behind him. He's in his garage doing a show. So I think you'd like him. Look him up. Zoso Dude, Zoso Dude 77.
ZOSO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll write that down on my little.
Yeah, he gives away things. In fact, I just gave away a hat, and I'm probably going to send that out tomorrow, Kelly. Probably going to send it out tomorrow. He gives things away. You call in, just like an old radio show. So
Yeah,
he's a guy. He's a cool guy.
cool.
I had him on my show. I interviewed him. He interviewed me on his show. So he's a cool guy. And he gives you free T-shirts. All you got to do is give him your address, and he sends you a T-shirt. Then if you take a picture of yourself with a T-shirt on, he puts it in his intro to his show. There's all these sailors with his Zoso Dude shirt on. It's kind of cool.
Sailors?
Yeah, he's got the Mystery Ship is the name of his show. So people who come to watch his show are sailors.
Oh, that's cool. He sounds like
Yeah.
a real cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I'll check it out. I wrote it down.
All right. I'm sure you'll like it. And he also says prayers for a lot of the people who need prayers. So
That's cool. Those mass meditations and all of that, I think is proven scientifically to work as far as lowering crime rates and all that.
yes. And my last guest, Bruce Stephen Holmes, of course, he has a radio show and a book publishing company, but he also does transcendental meditation. I was going to ask him that. I'll have to have him on again. But that's where, a group of people, they meditate regularly, and it helps to keep the planet peaceful. It really does work. So
I'd like to get into some groups like that. I know David Wilcox does something along those lines, maybe.
He does. So does.
There's a coyote.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him running? He's underneath the light to the left. He's a big boy. He's just about to go under the light.
Okay. I really can't. I think I might have seen him a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, we got coyotes out here, but you never see them. You never see them out here. We see foxes, but not.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff running across the road. I have hit a deer one time. It did not make it, and I did not stop. It was evident that it was not there anymore. But
Oh my. Yeah.
that was about 3 years ago, right when I first started trucking.
Wow. Yeah, I still have damage on my car from a deer. I have a new fender for it, but I'm waiting till I hit another deer before I, because
as long as you got it on standby,
it's going to happen. But here's the thing. It's 2022, right? 2022. We still have large mammals running in front of cars. I mean, haven't we figured this one out yet? How advanced are we? More nature bridges.
Mother Nature will always win.
More nature bridges,
Oh, the nature bridges. Do they use those things? I don't think I've ever even seen one driving around. They must just be out in the West or something.
I think
I'm on the East Coast.
I think they're in Florida, some places in Florida. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't get that far down to Florida. I think I went and picked up 2 trailers down in Georgia. That's as far as I went.
They should
I've
have
been to Florida, but I'll fly.
Should have everywhere, in England, they build tunnels under the roads for the hedgehogs and the turtles and things.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And they're
I
smart.
hate seeing them. I hate seeing them squished on the side of the road. Hate it.
I've saved huge dinosaur-looking snapping turtles because they're crossing a road. I'll pull over and okay, fella, you might not make it, so here you go. And they're screaming. They look like a dinosaur. You know, their back is very. It's amazing the turtles survived, you know, because they were around during dinosaur times.
Yeah, they're pretty industrious, you know, and they got that shell and they can go into the water and stay underneath for long periods of time. That's why the crocodiles and alligators made it too.
Yeah. It's weird that the turtles made it because they come with their own bowl.
Ready to eat.
Who knows? So
Yeah.
you're there for the night, and then you're gonna get unloaded in the morning. Then you got to go get some more and bring it back.
Yeah, I'm picking up shingles, 16 pallets. It's 16 units or something in Charles City, Indiana, I think.
Yeah.
Or it even could be in Illinois. Indiana, Illinois, they're right next to each other. Not about an hour and a half away.
So does your truck do that self-driving thing? You can sit back and just look.
No, I did order one of those Tesla Cybertrucks. If Elon ever gets around to putting it together for me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's something else. I heard those electric cars and trucks don't do so well in cold weather. They don't last.
We'll find out because I live in Buffalo.
You know, I always thought
there's tons of Teslas in my area. They're all up here. I pass them all the time up in the north.
Yeah. They should have some kind of flywheel pedal powered regeneration thing. If you're stalled, you don't have any energy, you can just, pump the pedals and make some electricity or something.
People do.
Or pop up a little propeller to catch the wind or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing should be solar panels on the outside, shouldn't it? I mean,
well, they are actually integrating all into the frame, turning everything into a battery now. Another thing is interesting to look up is plasma kinetics. It's solid state hydrogen. The hydrogen gas is released and combusted with a beam, a laser beam. Plasma Kinetics, cool company. It's not publicly traded. There's no IPO. I talked to the guys there.
Okay.
I actually, as far as travel goes, my little pet project actually is a platform, an observation platform. I talked to a guy today about it, and he's an engineer, and I actually have to open up his email and start doing the dimensions and everything. And it'd be drone, but then I also wanted assisted with some type of light gas. So it almost already wants to come up, and then but it's 50 by 30. So, it'd be big, to lift stuff. Mm-hmm. That was when I was a kid. I actually drew up. That's what I wanted to do. What do you want to be? I said, I want to be an inventor and I want to make this. And I still want to make it. I just,
cool.
Whatever. Now the technology's here to do it. It wasn't around when I was 7.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
We'll see.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I always wanted a jetpack. I wanted to get a jetpack and fly around. I thought that would be cool.
I just want something large, and you can, large. You put a parachute on. I skydive too. I don't know if I told you that. Okay. But so yeah.
Kind of like a floating pontoon boat.
It would just be a flat deck, really. And when it's all said and done, you'll just see something that's flat. You won't even see the fans.
What about like railings or something?
Nah, I don't need railings. I don't need any.
Oh, you're gonna be strapped into a seat.
No seat. Just a platform.
Oh.
I would put a chute on, just in case.
Yeah.
But I just want it to go straight up.
Mm-hmm.
To 8,000, you know, if I could get above the weather, which is around 14,000 feet, then that would be ideal. Yeah, I mean, you see YouTube videos all the time of these cats, and they got their personal drone ones, you know, and they're flying around.
Mm-hmm.
But this would be like 40 high powered drones lining all the way around it. Computer, you need the engineers. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I could figure that kind of stuff out if I just read what it needed, you know, take time. But I just want to see if, you know, everything calms down politically. You don't want to be putting resources into something that could maybe be for something else, like getting out of the country.
Mm. Like a flying carpet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd want a railing on it, some kind of guard railing, so you don't fall off of it. A good swift wind cover.
Weight's an issue. Weight's an issue. Yeah, it's an issue.
If a goose comes and knocks you off of it or something, and wow, I didn't see that goose coming.
That's what the chute's for.
No, yeah, the parachutes. I think you and I think they should do. I think that airlines should rent parachutes to people for the passengers.
We drop tanks out of the sky with parachutes. All they got to do is put parachutes on the jets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They should.
They drop tanks out of the sky, right?
Yeah.
Those are heavy.
Right.
Some
people are afraid to fly. Some people are afraid to fly. If they had a parachute on, maybe they wouldn't be as paranoid or thinking. And then at the end of the flight, if you didn't use it, you get like a half your money back or something. But
incentive program.
Yeah. I really, really hate when someone else packs your chute and you go, you're jumping your way up there and you pull the cord and out comes a bunch of silverware. That's never a good thing. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
You don't want, always pack your own chute. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I've never done that yet. I don't think, I'm too afraid of heights. I think.
Well, I'm afraid of heights too, but it's, you know, that's the whole point of it. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have enough. You look back in the archives, the government has produced flying platforms. They go from ships to shore, and they also have personal jetpacks. The Navy has them. They can bring the troops to shore, but the jetpacks only last 30 seconds.
30 seconds. They got guys on YouTube that fly for 15 minutes.
I know. That's the new ones. I'm talking about the old ones from the 60s.
Oh, Rocket Man stuff.
Yeah, they used hydrogen peroxide going through screens of silver. That's what ignited it. But it was good for about 30 or 40 seconds.
Yeah, the technology's there. It's relatively cheap. I mean, say you're paying $1,000 a drone, you got 20 drones, you got 20 grand, you probably get a deal, whatever. You build the platform, you know, however, you know.
Well, also when they make public the anti-gravity units, that would really work. Then you wouldn't need propellers, just use the anti-gravity.
It's just ridiculous. We got Planet X coming, and it would be nice to see if, well, I don't know if you believe in any of that. I do.
I don't believe Nibiru. No.
Gil Brizard is pretty convincing. With the,
I have to tell you, when that story first kind of broke, I don't know, like 10 years ago or so, or 20, 15, I don't know what it was. I was hooked on it. I was like, oh my God. And I was totally believing it. But they gave certain dates that it was going to be there by, and I was like, okay, well, where is that thing? And you see pictures of, there's two suns, and there it is. It's like, no,
not any of that. Not any of that. I mean, there's disinformation with everything, but
sure. Well, Now, there's so many stories out there, so many things, the possibilities that you can believe. You have to kind of like pick the ones that you think are most likely.
I'm like 85% Planet X. The girlfriend says we're going to make t-shirts that say 85% Planet
There
X.
you go. There you go. That might work.
Yeah.
I asked Corey Good about that, and he said no, he never heard anything about Planet X. That this was a binary star system. There is a brown dwarf that is part of our system here. It's a binary star system, but the brown dwarf is so weak you can't see it. You can't see it. It doesn't give off any light.
But aren't there a lot more planets in our solar system than they say too? They say there's 8 now, used to be 9, but there's more like 300 or something.
Well, Pluto's still there. It's just that they reclassified it because of the size of it, which I don't understand. But there's a lot of, they say there's enough smaller planetoids beyond Pluto to make up for the missing planet that gravitationally should exist. There's enough of these little teeny planets scattered around that their collective gravity is what's causing this,
they say our asteroid belt, not the Oort cloud, the asteroid belt before the bigger planets was a destroyed planet, most likely.
Right. Yes. And that Mars was its moon. We don't know any of this, but
no, I don't know anything.
Right. What do we know? We don't know much. All I know is what I learned from Gilligan's Island. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot to learn.
I've watched a lot, but it was before I could probably retain what was actually being said in the episodes.
I got them on DVD, so I can watch them anytime.
Nice.
But I'm missing one episode. That's the one I want to watch the most. Isn't that always the case?
Well, you can't find it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's somewhere.
Oh, like in your possession, you can't find it.
Well, yeah. Yes.
You misplaced it.
Right. Somehow. Right. You never know how that happens.
I actually misplaced. I have sleep apnea, so I have my thing. And when I was at home, I misplaced it, fell off the bed in the middle of the night, and I didn't feel like putting it on. And I'm looking for it this morning, looking. I had to grab a new one, and I still haven't found it. And I'm thinking maybe my cat like grabbed it and took it somewhere, absconded with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
sleep apnea. Well, send your prayers out to Maddie here, and maybe we can heal him so he doesn't have to use that darn thing.
Mine is it's sleep apnea, but it ended up being like some type of neurological thing where I just stopped breathing or whatever. It's pretty much like a ventilator, really. I mean, I can sleep without it, but I just get the worst sleep. And I'm like, Doc, I'm not overweight. It's like, what's going on? And he's like, there's a lot of people that are actually undiagnosed with it too, that don't even know they have it. Right. And when I use it, I feel great. Like, really? The best sleep. I have real bad sleep apnea. Some people could have a mild case and they don't really notice it, but me, I was just like run down. And the girlfriend, she's like, you snore all the time. It's like, it's horrible. I'm constantly, getting woke up, this and that. And she, indirectly probably added some extra years on my life because she, it helps with the heart.
Sure. Wow.
Well, I don't want to keep taking up your time.
Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to end the show. Anything you want to say do you see any people on bridges when you're out about?
No, I haven't seen anybody waving flags or anything like that. Like as far as the truckers things, I did early on see people waving flags. Good. But are they even still doing that?
They're not making a lot of noise, so no one knows. I think they saw what happened up in Canada. They didn't want that to happen, so they went real light. Now no one knows because it's not making any noise. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't even think there's any mandates anymore. I mean, is there mandates to do things like, do you need vaccine passports anywhere? I've never even experienced it. I go all over the place.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't really think I don't. Maybe we're out of that. Maybe we're just going right into World War III now. I have no idea.
Well, I say we head towards the paranormal. That's the new normal.
Absolutely.
All right, Maddie. Thanks for calling in. Thanks
Thank you
for
for
doing
having
the
me.
tour. And the coyote was very fun too. So thank you.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
All right. Take care. All right. And we have BBP Demand. We'll let him in. We're going to be winding it down here, folks, pretty soon. So was probably my cat. She's a little terror. Okay, Mud Rabbit. All right. BBP Demand is
Yeah, how you doing, man?
doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. I thought I'd just like drop in for a second. It was kind of late. I just got off work, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I
What-
thought I'd drop in, say hello to everybody.
Well, thanks. We're good.
Yeah,
Glad to
yeah.
see you here.
I see you've been streaming for a while, so I'm not going to take too much of your time either. I don't even know what
Yeah.
the subject was about. Like I said, I came in late, so yeah.
We're talking about all kinds of stuff. Have you heard of the Waffle Rock?
Waffle Rock. No, I don't believe I have.
I wonder if I still have that picture up. The Waffle Rock. No, I don't have it up anymore.
Oh,
It's this rock in West Virginia. Here, I'll bring it up again.
all right.
It's this rock in West Virginia that has this lattice work, this weird, almost looks like metal,
Hmm.
kind of angles, and it almost looks
So
like
was it got
metal.
like squares in between it, like very like
All kinds of
systematic, or
Here it is.
yeah, I have to see it.
All kinds of shapes. Here it is. Let's see. All right. Share screen. We're starting to, okay, there it is. This is the mystery that we're just found out about today.
Oh, wow. You know,
It's in West Virginia.
like the
And
bigger one almost looks like a morel mushroom, almost like.
they're both the same pic. This is the close-up of part of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't
That's
know,
very strange.
down here or something. I don't know where this is
It's like
taken.
it went like on a lava grill or something. Like, what's going on here?
I think it looks kind of like the metal grid work that you pass over the drawbridge here in town. We have a couple drawbridges. And there's a metal part that you drive over, and it looks kind of like that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could see that too.
Could be part of an old spaceship. People are trying to think. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean the
But-
possibilities could be endless. I mean that is
Right.
very strange, especially on the bottom. Like the holes are a lot smaller than it
Yeah,
is like
right.
at the top. So it almost seems like the heat was like coming down or something, like making it go a little bit more.
And then you almost see like words here in some of these areas. Could be, I don't know. And this looks like it's goes in further, right? So they
Yeah,
chip away some of this rock and see if there's any more of this metal looking stuff. But apparently they've analyzed it and it's all sandstone, but this is just a super hardened sandstone in this weird lattice work. Now it could be natural if it's some kind of like crystalline structure or something like that, possibly, but it just looks manufactured to me.
yeah. Especially if sandstone is hard. I know it's like one of the more softer ones of like the rocks, like softer than like limestone or granite or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I mean, if it started getting hardened, it almost seems like maybe it got hit with like some or something of that sort. Maybe that's what the other points
Yeah.
of it is. I don't know for sure.
It's a big mystery, and I've
Yeah,
never heard of this before. It's in Shaw, West Virginia. So
yeah, I haven't heard of that one either.
isn't that weird?
That is different. I'll give it that.
It makes you think.
Yeah, I always like to try to think.
Yeah. I always try to think. It doesn't always work, but I try. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we try our best, you know what I mean? Like, well,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way that we're ever gonna know everything. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
No.
And there's always gonna be some kind of deceit or lies or something behind it. So,
Unless we can read minds, then you won't be able to. They won't be able
yeah,
to. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's getting easier to tell people's intent.
I agree.
So I think
I think people are more waking up to that. Just like a discernment type spirit is like more coming out, you know? Like those that want to know are like finding more out. Those that want to stay asleep, they won't know, you know, they're just not picking it up.
and
That's what I'd say. But
and
a
that,
lot of people seem like they're like, you know, I do want to know the truth. There has been a lot of odd things go on, you know? So it's kind of like the great awakening, if you will, you
oh yeah.
know? So,
Yes. Yes.
yep.
Yes. Great awakening. Yeah, that's what we're in right now, the Great Awakening. And it sure beats the Great Reset, that's for sure.
Yeah, it most definitely. I'm not trying to be a part of that.
I saw a meme, the Great Awakening, and they're talking to Klaus Schwab. You will own nobody and be unhappy.
Oh yeah, you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah, but
Like,
what he said back to him is, you will own nobody and be unhappy.
ooh, I like that. I
I
like
like
your
it too.
style. I like
Directed
your
right at
style.
Klaus. And I didn't write that, but I saw a meme for it. And
Hmm.
it's like a cartoon picture of Klaus Schwab.
I like that though. Good job out here. We're memeing them. We're memeing
Yeah.
them into a corner, basically. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, like now, like, oh, like 400,000 people saw that meme. Like, oh, like, yikes. Like, we got to change things up or it's going to go wild. Like,
You meme them till they cry, and then you make memes about them crying. There you go.
yes, yes.
That's what you do.
Let the tears flow. Well, I mean, somebody's got to tell them. You know what I mean? Like, they got to face reality at one point or another. This isn't just like a super well-based system and everything else. No, it's like systematically like being controlled and like to his demise. You know, so like it's not incompetence of leadership. It's the fact that they want to like make things collapse. You know. That's what I'd say. Trying to keep it as like good as I can, so I'm not like messing up your channel or something.
No. Let's see. Abby says the Great Awakening I saw on Reddit in early Q days was not a good thing, a big deception. I don't know how that could be. I mean, people will talk disparagingly about Q, but what happened after that? What is the reality now? The reality now is when the mainstream media comes out with a fake story, millions of anons all over the world, they dig and they post, and narratives don't last weeks or days anymore. They last minutes or less. That's one of the results of the Q movement. You got all these digital soldiers, all these world patriots digging for the truth and putting it out there in meme form, making the bread. And so that counters the mainstream narrative, which is very important. It's the only way you can combat it, is to have a counter point. And they do a great job. I mean, like if there's a tragedy that happens, say there's a one person that does something bad, and the news puts out, oh, it's this type of person. Well, within minutes, these anons dig up, oh no, it's a left-wing person. It's here's his BLM posts before it gets taken down. So that's
No, I mean, like maybe what she's saying is like that Reddit thing. Maybe there was like some like people in there like trying to create discord in the first place.
Oh,
You know
that
what I mean? Like maybe there was some that was good that were trying to post things, and there's other ones that was like interrupting it. You know
sure.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
perhaps. I mean, I don't know what exactly, but just
But
giving the other view. Like what I say with Q though and everything and all that. Like I mean, I've been doing this since like 2008. So like the Q movement was almost more like, yes, like now like other people are starting to see what I'm doing because I'm following the money and I'm like looking at these politicians as doing certain things and everything. Like look at Ukraine, look at this, look at that, follow this. Like that's
Mhm.
what I've been doing. And I tried to give that information out, but back then there was like no real memes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like so it was good to see it happen. You
And it
know,
really made
like
a big difference. It made a huge difference. Now
yeah,
the majority of the people are, and like I said,
just
the
thinking for yourself. Like there shouldn't
right,
be a crime. You know what I
right,
mean? Like I mean,
and
I never followed it like religiously because I mean I was kind of on my own path of like what I was looking up already, so I didn't really follow it like that. I've been in that, you know, like
yeah,
that's how I rolled. I want
yeah,
to know the truth. I don't want to be lied to. And like when I feel like I'm being lied to and I see that, like I want to look it up and like know for myself, like, well, this is my actual thought on that if I
mhm.
find it important enough, you know? So, yep.
But I think a lot of people, even people who used to follow Q or would be interested in it, are very anti-Q now, and thinking that it was just some guy in a basement and it was a big waste of time. Well, it wasn't a waste of time because look what we got.
Mm-mm.
We got an open source news crew all over the world
Yep.
that can debunk these fake news stories instantly. I mean, that's like a dream come true for the truth movement. So I don't know how anyone can say that, because some people will say it. I'm not saying you said it, but some people do disparage Q. And no, Q taught us how to think for ourselves, and now we are spreading the word. Look at how many people are having shows. That's one of the reasons I started this show. That's why I have the big
Yep.
yeah, Truth Quest with the big Q. Um,
No, I think it was almost kind of like Anonymous 2.0, like live. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
now
yeah,
people
yeah.
are starting to kind of go like out there, like in like videotape thing, like, well, this is what's happening,
Right.
or start really looking into it and finding live videos and like finding like
Mhm.
misconstrips or whatever, like, you know, like in how this follows with good or how this follows with bad, you
Yeah.
know, like,
That's,
and so it's good. It's good to see that.
yeah.
And firing the meme cannons is like the salty
Yeah.
cracker, like Place would
Yeah.
say, you know, like,
Oh yeah.
yep, got to, got to.
Sure. That is for sure. Um, yes. The memes. That's how we're going to save the world.
Because like you type a meme and like somebody might actually Google part of that. You know what I mean? Like, are
Yeah.
they telling the truth? You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
got Google right in front of my hands, so why don't I?
That's right.
You know, and then we look it up and they're like, oh wow, like, yeah, there is some truth to that. So what else happened? Like maybe it might spark another question for themselves, you know, like
Hmm.
good, like that's what I want. Like, you know, I want people to be their own individuals and not like following some kind of narrative and everyone believes in this and that. Like, no, like think for yourself. Like, that's it. That's it.
Here's one. I like this one. Okay. I'm going to open this. This is a pretty good meme. It really tells it all. And of course, it has our favorite green-faced icon, Pepe.
Oh yeah.
He's an angel, and he's got that righteousness, and he's gonna strike
Yep.
down that demon.
Yep. I like
Return him,
that.
return him to the hellfire where he belongs. There you go.
Peppy ain't playing no games out here. You know what I mean?
Peppy don't do that. Peppy don't do that.
Nice. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a great one. I wish I would have. I did not make this one. I wish I did, but it's a good one. That's for sure.
I mean, I steal quite a bit of them. I make some here and there, but
Yeah.
like, well, not really steal. I just borrow it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
they don't mind. You know, like,
That's
that's why they made it,
That's
like
why
to get
they
it
made it.
around.
That's
Like,
right.
let's let it go viral. You know what I mean? Like, nice job on that meme, bro. Like, I'm gonna send it out too. You know, like
Mhm.
we're in all this together.
That's right. We are. We totally are. And so here's another one. Here's two of them, actually. Two more memes. Look at that. Oops.
Well, I agree with Mud Rabbit there. She said, and finally, people will stop thinking we're nuts. Those of us who have understood for a very long time. I completely agree.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So.
I really like that first one with all the red pills.
Yeah. Russiagate, Pedogate, FBI, Spygate, Clinton, Obama, FISA. There's so many. I mean,
yeah. And
yeah,
it just like keeps
oh.
happening, like project this and that. Like they don't even have none of the projects up there. Like
if you don't take the pill now, it's going to be a suppository later.
oh yeah, man. I mean, I'd hate to like really think about it when like shit hits the fucking fan. You know what I mean? Like it's on the brink. I feel it like in my soul. Like, something major is about to happen. Like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Could be. You never know.
I'm telling you, I think even Project Bluebeam is going to be like a certain type of thing that's going to be like a real like changer of everything.
Yeah.
You know, like what if they can even project things in the sky to make it look like this? Perhaps it's real, perhaps it's just a projection. I don't
Project
like,
Blue.
you know, it's not like our technology is beyond it, you know, so
Yeah.
no, I believe like you know UFOs, something crash, everything. I can believe in that, you know, but I'm just saying like I don't know if it's gonna be like all of them are gonna be real or some of them will be real, then other ones won't. It just like confuses everyone, makes like mass chaos, like in a sense, you know. So I don't know. Could be World of the War or
War of the
what is it?
World.
Yeah, War of the World or something. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know, it could just be kind of an illusion in a sense too. Like some of it. I think some of it's going to be real, then other ones like an illusion. So I don't know. Time will tell. It's just a speculation of mine that could happen. I always try to think, you know, on a chessboard, like what move could be made next. It
Yeah.
could be. Could be. I don't know.
You think Trump's going to run for Congress and be Speaker of the House?
I don't know. I mean, it'd be hard for him to like get that position like instantly. Most time it takes years to get. Um, I don't know. He might even try to run for president again. I mean, I've heard that too. So, I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, I
I
guess
don't know.
we'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
Like, if anything, they might even choose like Ted Cruz again. You
Yeah.
know, like as the main one for like Republican side. I don't know.
I don't think he's a naturalized citizen because I think wasn't he like born in Canada? Maybe one of his parents was born in Canada. I don't know, something.
Oh, okay.
I heard that, but I'm not sure because he was up before for president and he was one of the ones running. But look, Barack Obama, he obviously wasn't an American citizen. He ran and had a fake presidency. Seems
Yeah.
like fake presidencies are in now.
Yeah, it's the new trend. Like it's
Terrible. It's terrible. Well, well, but things are getting better. The memes are going out there. People are seeing them. People are waking up,
Yep.
and we're helping that along. So listen to your buddy BBP Demand. He'll set you straight, and watch programs like this, and you'll and start your own program. Get active in your local politics. Be a precinct committeeman. Run for office. We need to replace these people with good people. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I thought even like running for like a school board and everything or something, like maybe even small and try to work my way up because it
yeah,
seems like
do
nothing
it.
really new's happening or anything, you know? So
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Like try to get out there and do the work of the public. 'Cause that's
so
how it's going to make it better. Like
yeah,
when the public sees that this is better, what you implemented, like they're gonna be like, well, like why would I vote for the other one again?
right.
Like
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. Kind of like what happened after Trump was in office for a while. He started to do things. We go, whoa, he's really doing
mhm.
something. Wow, you can actually do something as a politician. Wow, this is a whole new thing for people.
Yeah.
Never used to happen. It's like, oh, they're inching towards this. So
Hmm.
we went and got the things done. Well, BBTP, man, I think we're gonna wrap this little thing up because we've been
Hey,
going
yeah, that's cool.
a
That's
long
cool.
time. I don't want to get too long. I want to
Yeah.
thank you for calling in again.
Like, no, just like thank you for the time. Good speaking with you. Good hanging out with everybody.
Nice talking to you again, too, buddy. And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Well, hey, you have a great night now.
Thanks. You too. All right. Okay, friends. Well, we did it again. Another episode in the can. Episode 160. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Well, friends, thank you for stopping by the Truth Quest, where we're just down range of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. And remember, we're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday nights, and working on getting some more excellent guests for you. Until then, it's call in. So and keep your cameras trained to the skies so you can take that picture of that UFO, so you can come on the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, peace in.